I did one pocket on the front, and I will show you how to install the second pocket. This technique to sew the pockets to a skirt can be used for any skirt that you make, even if you make a skirt that doesn't have pockets. In the pattern, you can add pockets easily if you add them on the side seam. So here I have my marking. I have my marking on my pocket. So you have the right side with the right side of your pocket. So we are going to put them together, and we are going to match our circles. You want to sew from the top all the way up to your circle. You stop at the circle, do a little back and forth to have it attached there. So I sewed all the way up to my mark. Then I am going to clip in my seam allowance all the way up to my mark, and I'm going to open like this and press my seam allowance all towards the pocket. I'll do a little row of top stitching to secure my lining to my seam allowances. So I have my front. So you take your back pieces and you match your pockets. And you're going to sew all around your pocket, from there all the way around up to here. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to sew both of my pockets and show you the next steps. So I've sewn around my pocket on the left side, my pocket on the right side. When I was talking also about speed sewing, this is a step that you could do while you're sewing maybe your shoulders on your bodice, because you're sitting at the machine and you prepared your pieces beside you, so you can even sew your pockets, and you can do batch sewing and put it aside, continue your bodice, so you're not like standing up and going to the iron, going back to the machine. So it's all steps that you can do all at the same time. Okay, so you have your pocket, and when you have your pocket, you want your pocket to go towards the front. So we are going to press one half of the pocket towards the front like this. Okay, we have to wake him up sometimes. And the other part goes towards the front. So from the inside, everyone goes towards the front, like this. So then you end up with all those clippings here. So if I just attach with a pin on my left side, it goes all the way up to the waist. So I can just put a pin here and here, or you can even stitch to have it secured to the front. Okay, and let me show you how we sew the side seam. So by clipping, we're able to move our seam allowance from one side or the other. So what we want to do is take our side seam here and put everyone towards the back, and the top here towards the front. So here we want to make sure that everyone is lining up. And we will match our seam all the way down, and we are going to sew our side seam up to our the end of where we stitch our pocket, and I will show you that actually on the sewing machine because it's going to be easier to see. And this is where I stopped to sew and I clipped in my seam allowance, and I put all my seams on one side. So what you want to do is you want to start sewing a little above where you ended the pocket here. So you want to catch a little above and a little to the side because you don't want to stitch like right up to there. You want a little to the side. So you have to make sure that everyone is lining up. A little to the side, a little above. So I'll do a little back and forth stitch. Okay. Then I'll sew down, and then I'll go at my 5/8. I was lowered at 3/4 because I wanted to be beside my stitch line, so that's okay. And then I'm coming back to my 5/8. So I'll sew all the way down. So now that I've sewn my side seam, all my seam allowances from the top up to my circle will go towards the front. That part will go towards the back. And what I like to do, I like to have my seam open on my skirt. It looks cleaner, it looks nicer. So instead of just like clipping, I'll just press my fabric open like that and like give it a good press like this. So I don't like break the structures of the fibers of the fabric. And I can do the rest of my skirt with my seam allowance open. And that's like my preferred method to do it. I think it looks really nice. Okay, so open. I'm going to seam like that. And when I look from the other side, I have my pocket. Like, that's a beautiful hidden pocket.